Hi guys, thank you so much for joining me for this reading for Aries. Aries, this is your most important messages, what you need to hear now. So anything that you're dealing with now, something you may be going through, whether that is a career or a relationship, we are going to ask Spirit for advice, guidance, and messages. Things you may need to hear or know that you are not seeing, that you are questioning. And before we get started, just remember, if you enjoy the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We are almost at 2,000 subscribers. We may be at 2,000 by the time this video goes up. So thank you everyone who has already subscribed. I very much appreciate that. And let's get right into your messages. Okay, wow. So right now I have got this heavy energy of the Ten of Swords here. So someone could be dealing with a big change. Let's pull some more cards before we get too deep into this Ten of Swords. I'd like to see what the next card is. But strong Gemini energy. Also, you know, Gemini, or this card itself, has to do with Mercury, which is a lot of thinking. Thinking about the future, thinking about, okay, so for some of you, you're very stressed out with your family right now, or any responsibility associated with taking care of a home, something like that could be. For some of you, it could be a demanding work situation as well, but I feel for more, it could be relationships in particular. And there's a need for healing some type of relationship or a reconciliation in some way. We're going to see what that is as we move forward. But Temperance is also Sagittarian energy, so you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. And I feel you're either looking for a solution. Yeah, the Hierophant, looking for solutions, right? Yes. Okay. So in your past position, you have the Three of Swords and your goal is the world. So, okay. So let's talk about this. Gaining clarity about the situation is something that has been important. And I feel for a lot of you, you had to accept something that is something that you weren't really happy about, and you're having to learn how to deal with it, right? Having to learn how to work this into your life. And for some of you, if it is just simply, not simply, but if it is a demanding family life, like if you're a parent and you have small children or many children, or a difficult situation going on with a child with special needs or something like this, you know, there's a heavy feeling of struggling. I feel that you've moved forward, but you're still on the path of you're still kind of in the cycle, and your goal is to kind of get to the world, or get to the end of this, or get to this completion, get to the rewarding point of the joy. So for some of you, if you're pregnant, not going to be for everyone, of course, but if you're pregnant, it's kind of you. And this could also be a metaphor in some ways, so take this as a metaphor if you're not pregnant. You're nurturing a situation, waiting for it to end, waiting for the pain to be over, and waiting for the joy to start, waiting for the reward at the end, the light at the end of the tunnel, if you will. And I feel that's what you're seeking. Sorry for the pause there, just writing down a little note for the title, and let's continue, Aries. Let's see if this light at the end of the tunnel is coming, or what can Spirit at least tell us in regards to this situation. Things are going to progress and move forward. Okay, so you have the Six of Wands. So Leo energy. In the near future, you are going to continue to grow, and I feel you're going to be better. Like, this is going to be, this situation is going to make you stronger. And for some of you who are thinking that people aren't noticing how hard you're working as a parent or in your career, I think people are noticing it, and people are going to actually start being more clear or vocal about that if they haven't already. For some of you, that may not be for everyone. For some of you, though, it's just going to be knowing that you're working on that inner growth in yourself, right? And that you're doing the best you can for your family. And that's really part of the message here is, wow, okay, we're going to get into this too. But the message here would be, you know, to continue moving forward, because if no one in your life is telling you that they're proud of you. Spirit's telling you now that they are proud of you, that they see the hard work that you're putting in, that you do deserve success, and you will get to celebrate again. But, you know, sometimes maybe that's just not, it may just be a time of waiting. And that is what we're getting into now with the Four of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. You could have a Cancer in your love life. You could be dealing with a Taurus as well. So here we have your approach and your environment. So, you know, I feel you really being hesitant, trying to, for some of you, again, you're very busy. So you have a lot of going on. You have a lot of choices to make. You may be having to choose between people. If your family life is busy, you may have to choose between one child's event or the other child's event, or you may have to choose between going to your daughter's school or your friend's party. So it's just a lot about trying to find that balance and making sure that on the way you are kind of protecting your assets as well. For some of you, you may be focusing on paying off some type of debt, paying off a large sum, something along the lines of that, picking up for some. That's not going to be for everybody. So Aries, let's see your hopes and fears and your final outcome. And fours are all about having personal revelations. So while you're, you know, if you're, you know, at a point where you feel like the revelation is coming, the way that you can continue this, speed things up, or, you know, enlighten yourself is going to be by using that Hierophant energy. So that could be connecting to higher power, whether that is praying, meditating, or whatever you prefer in that regard. So Aries, let's continue. Okay, we had too many cards flip on that run, so I'm going to just pull two more. It drops like a whole stack. That's not going to work. What does Aries need to know about the final outcome of this situation? Okay, well, 3 is better than a stack, I guess. All right. You have 6 of Swords, 8 of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. So, strong air energy here. Gemini, Aquarius could also be an earth sign that you may be dealing with. So okay, so here's the thing. The Page of Pentacles in the final outcome position shows that, you know, your skills will come. Some of you guys are actually going to be getting a job offer, something that you're not expecting coming towards you. But for others of you, you're choosing to move on and release yourself from this trapped feeling, from this bound feeling. At the bottom of the deck, you have 7 of Swords. So the Aquarius energy, moon energy. And what I feel with this is that, you know, it's not necessarily a lying, thieving energy. Well, thieving of time maybe, because I just feel you're exhausted, that people are pulling you in different directions, or that your family is kind of smothering you right now. You may be spending a lot of your own personal energy on people around you. That is coming through very strongly. And what Spirit's saying for you, interestingly, you would have the 6, 7, and 8. You also have the 10. But Spirit is saying for you to keep pushing forward, and even when you feel like you're not making progress, you just have to keep going. Sometimes it's kind of that keep showing up, like don't stop. Just like in relation to exercise, metaphorically, if you're not exercising, this would be a metaphor. If you're working out and you're not seeing results, just keep on going. Opportunity comes when you continue and you don't give up. And you know, it could be a difficult time. It could be a time, a lot of that. I feel a strong pressure on you of just a lot of responsibility, emotional responsibility, financial responsibility, physically doing things and making other people happy, trying to keep yourself happy, trying to make time for yourself to do what you like to do. You know, there's just a lot going on, Aries. So let's get some, we're going to pull some moon cards and some gemstone cards. for some advice here. Advice for Aries on how to deal with this situation, how to move forward. A fiery climax approaches full moon in your own energy. Let's pull a few more. That Page of Pentacles is really telling me that, you know, keep your eye on the prize. Don't give up. Things will get better. What else does Aries need to know right now? Show the world the real you, and the other one fell. And you and your loved ones are safe. Okay. So you've got the full moon in Aquarius and a new moon in Cancer as well. So showing the world the real you, I really feel like, you know, that's something that is going to be important for you to move on, because this is confirmation that you and your loved ones are safe. So it is okay for you to take some time to yourself, to be the real you. For some of you, when you're taking care of your family a lot, when you're exhausted by the people around you, you don't feel like yourself anymore. You feel like a lesser version of yourself. You feel like a zombie. You feel like a robot. You just don't feel like yourself. So Spirit wants you to kind of get back into feeling like yourself again, and that time will come. You're very close to achieving your goal again. So that pregnancy analogy, the baby's coming. No, I'm just kidding. But the light is at the end of the tunnel, and it's kind of visually, this card kind of visualizes that in a way where you kind of have that tunnel created by the darkness of the trees, and then you're focusing on the light in the center of the moon and letting it guide you to something better and something a little less stressful or demanding, I feel. Because there's just so many swords here. It's just a lot of mental stress is what I'm feeling. All right, so we're doing your daily crystal inspiration now. We're going to ask Spirit for 2 cards. Your first card says get back into balance. I love that message for you, Aries, because, yeah, getting back into balance with yourself. And you also have lapis lazuli, make a decision. And lapis lazuli, make a decision, is a throat chakra stone. So you can meditate on your throat chakra to help you in communication. And amethyst at the bottom of the deck to trust your intuition. So let's read the 2 gemstones for you, and that will be the end of this reading. I'm going to take a sip of my tea first. Just a second. Okay, so we will start with agate. Agate. I'm going to say agate. You guys can correct me in the comments if you like. Okay. Now is a time for mastering your sense of equilibrium. Reevaluate how you spend your time and energy to ensure your efforts are aligned with the priorities in your life. Choose to put the less important things on the back burner so you can give your full attention to what matters most. Taking things at a slower pace does not equate to a less productive day. Often it's just the opposite. Taking your time and disturbing your energy in a healthier, more intentional way will help you feel more centered, enabling you to become more successful in everything you're doing. And we're going to slide right into that second one. Decisions. We spend so much time trying to avoid them. There's a time to be thoughtful and contemplative, and then there's a time to make a choice. Avoid the trappings of staying in limbo and commit to the decisions you make. Your inner wisdom will guide you, but it's up to you to see your inner choice through. Let go of your need for a backup plan or an escape route, and just trust that you've made the right decision for you. Invest yourself fully in your own choices. You can always change your mind, but you have to make it up first. And also that plays right into trusting your intuition as well. Oh, and then you have Sodalite at the bottom, speak your truth. So definitely meditate your third chakra if you haven't already, Aries. And with that, that is the end of this reading. I hope you enjoyed it, or it gave you some type of clarity, helped you in some way moving forward. If you like the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe before you leave. And until next time, Aries, take care. I will talk to you soon.